Back in the kitchen, ready to get some meal prep done. Now, this is me in the future. So when we get to meal prepping, that's me in the past, but I'll explain a little bit after the fact. So let's go ahead and start my meal prep list and try to set myself and my family up for success this week. Here's my list for today. It's actually 5:30 in the morning right now. So I am getting a head start on one of the items. The first one there, the egg white muffin cups, because we are going to have those for breakfast today. I was gonna prep them last night and I just didn't. So I am actually, a lot of these recipes are coming from Elise Ellis and her macro-friendly food cookbook. She has a ton of recipes on her Instagram. You do not have to purchase this cookbook. She might even have some of these recipes on her Instagram. So I'll have it linked in the description box, but here's her egg white muffin cup. So I'm just going to follow her directions here and make that. I've already got my veggies prepped, and over here my oven is preheating to 350. So I had to measure all these out. So I've got some green bell pepper, red bell pepper, and onion. I'm letting my pan get warm here, and I'm just gonna saute these for a minute, and then we'll get everything else mixed in and bake them. Adding in some garlic to my peppers and onions. My veggies are nice and soft. I've got my muffin pan here. Recipe makes 12. And then I'm just going to, as evenly as possible, just add peppers and onions with garlic into the bottom of each muffin cup. And I am opting to use silicone liners because I know that'll make it a heck of a lot easier to get the egg muffins out once they're all baked and done. Okay, in my measuring cup here, I've got some egg whites and a few eggs. So I'm just gonna whisk those together. And then I'm gonna add a little pinch of pepper, bigger pinch of salt, and whisk that in. And I'm just going to fill these almost to the top with my eggs. Now, I'm gonna save this. There is a little bit left in here after I've got my 12 filled. And that way I can just, scramble some eggs randomly one morning on the side. So I'll find a little container to put that in. But lastly, my oven is ready. Before I get these in, I'm going to top each one with a little pinch of cheese, and then I'm gonna bake them for about 20 minutes. Into the oven they are going. Oops, you guys, I forgot to show you when I first pulled this out of the oven. We've already had breakfast. I've gotten my workout in, fresh out of the shower, and I was coming back into the kitchen to, get more meal prep done. And I was like, oh, I never even shared the final product of the egg white muffins. I did have to cook mine. Everybody's oven kind of works differently. And I have found that I do have to cook things longer than what most recipes call for. So I ended up baking these for 30 minutes and they were perfect. So we had 3 each this morning. Mark and I actually only got through 2 because they were bigger than I thought, and Pearl ate one. And then we've got 3 for tomorrow. Mark and I have found that it's easier to eat things in 2s or 3s, and that way I'm not constantly in the kitchen. I'll meal prep something or make something big enough to last us 2 or 3 meals, and that's been great when, having to count our macros and all of that. So every day is not different. It gets a little time consuming to do it that way. So we're taking the easiest route that we can. So anyway, these are done. I'm going to pull these out. They're completely cooled off, and get them into a little container, and we'll finish those off tomorrow. And right before I jumped in the shower, I started pulling out everything for the next meal that I'm gonna be making. And this is for Mark. He found an overnight oat recipe that he wants to try in the same book. Like I said, I'm pretty sure everything I'm making, or there's one thing that I'm making that's not in this book, but everything else is in this book. But like I already mentioned, she has a lot of stuff on her Instagram where you don't need this book, a lot of recipes. So I'm gonna be making these chocolate peanut butter overnight oats for him, and then I'm making one of Nicole's oatmeal raisin overnight oats for myself. So we're gonna get some overnight oats going right now.
Never thought it would be so hard. I grew up without a scar, just living my life with no big worries. And I've always known what I want, just didn't know what came along. Finding myself a much less happy. Back in the days I used to dream about one day a life so amazing, not everyone judging me. Don't wanna care about them, though it hurts so bad. I wanna stay wide open, 'cause if I shut down, it just gives them right. I wanna stay wide open. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh.
Okay, I've got all the ingredients in here, and I'm just gonna give them a good shake. I am loving, so I share these jars. The last time I made some overnight oats, and they are just perfect. Plus they're really cute. I mean, you could use a different, you know, more plain jar, but these are so fun. All right, so they're just the perfect size because the overnight oats only like go 3/4 of the way, so there's plenty of room in here just to shake it all up in the jar. All right, hopefully Mark likes these. I was surprised because he's not one for, I mean, he can always heat these up. I think I got several comments. Yes, he does he's had overnight oats before. He just always heats them up, and you can do that. But he wants to try this cold. He's like, oh, that doesn't sound good. So he's excited for this one because, you know, chocolate peanut butter is right up his alley. And then the protein powder that she just suggests like any kind of chocolate protein powder, but we have this chocolate peanut butter cup, and I was like, oh, well, that's gonna go really good in this. So, all right, his 2 overnight oats are ready, and now I'm going to get mine going. So making an oatmeal raisin one for myself. This is one of Nicole's recipes, so we'll have the video that she shares this on linked in the description box. But I've got some raisins, some snickerdoodle flavored protein powder, old-fashioned oats, cinnamon, chia seeds, a little salt, sugar-free syrup, almond milk, and then I'm making 2 of them. And I think I need 4 ounces. These are 5.3, so I'm just gonna save the little bit from each of these, and I'll probably just eat it right now. I'll just put it into my macros as like a little snack, and that way it, you know, it doesn't go to waste. It's only a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and start making my 2 overnight oats for this week. I'm really excited about these. I love overnight oats. I already have one saved that's like a almond cherry one, and I love anything with almond extract in it. It is my go-to flavor. Like, I love it. So I'm really looking forward to trying that one in the next couple weeks.
Ooh, I wanna stay wide open. Can't stand to hear more today. I'm gonna lock my door and stay inside or wait until I'm safe again. I have nothing more to put on. I'm defeated and withdrawn, just trying to understand.
All right, I have to share that Nicole messaged me on Instagram, and she has made a change to her original recipe, and she adds nutmeg now. So I'm gonna share that with you guys, and if you guys wanna make these. So she's like, add a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg to that recipe. And she's like, just changes I've made since having it. And that's what I'm doing, because I love, you know, nutmeg and cinnamon, all those types of spices, delish. So, it smells so good. It smells like fall with the cinnamon and the nutmeg. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, I'm gonna continue finishing adding everything else.
Where it went wrong. Always believe that nothing good in life is free, but it's overwhelming how people can hate on me. Don't wanna care about them, though it hurts so bad. I wanna stay wide
time to shake mine up. And then I'm probably gonna grab some blueberries out and add them to this little bit of yogurt, and that'll just be like my mid-morning snack. It's time for me to make my coffee protein shake anyway, so that'll give me a little chance to have a break before starting on the next thing, which what I'm gonna be making next, I screenshotted. I don't even remember where I screenshotted it from. I think it was just a random Facebook post. So I will be telling you guys like measurements and stuff on that, but it is some chocolate banana muffins for the kids. And you know, they have a little bit of protein in them because I'm gonna be using the Kodiak protein mix. So that's what we are going to make next after my little break. But there we have it. 2 for Mark, 2 for me, for 2 quick and easy breakfast options this week. All right, I had to get laundry started, so hopefully that's not too loud, but if you guys want to screenshot, this is the recipe. So it's just 3 eggs, 3 bananas, 1 cup of pancake mix, and I'm gonna sprinkle some chocolate chips on top. Oven at 350, bake for 15 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm actually changing up. So the screenshot that I took, the recipe that I shared, used the dark chocolate mix. And I do have that, but I really think the kids will like this one better. I picked up the chocolate chip one also, and it has like 1 more gram of protein, but I just think the kids will really like the chocolate chip one. So that is the Kodiak Power Cakes mix that I am using, but you could totally change up the flavor on this really, really easy. So I've got that, I've got my 3 bananas, my 3 eggs, and then I have 2 bags in my pantry of the same exact chocolate chip. So I'm going to probably put these into a little container. And that's why I went ahead and pulled both bags out. But let me go ahead and actually start my oven so it can start preheating. And then I'm not quite sure how many this makes. It did not say. I think the picture showed like 9 little muffins, and I'm still trying to work through. If you guys have seen past meal preps of mine, I'm trying to work through these liners. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill the whole thing, and then I'll take out whichever ones I don't use. So my oven is preheating at 350, getting my muffin pan ready. All right, let's set that to the side. And then I'm gonna mush my bananas first. So I just put them in. You can do it on a plate. I have like this, I think these are called like pasta bowls. It doesn't say, I don't remember where I picked them up, but I might have gotten them off of Amazon. I love them for mashing bananas and for like rice dishes. I just think like they're the perfect size. So I'm gonna get my bananas in here, and then I just use a fork to mash them. I just think it's easier if you've got some room spread out instead of trying to do it in the bowl. I am dirtying an extra dish here, but that is okay. These bananas are nice and soft. All right, so let's get mashing. Okay, that is perfect for mixing. So I'm just gonna add that to my bowl here, and this is where I'm gonna put the rest of the ingredients. All right, adding in my 1 cup of the chocolate chip pancake mix and the 3 eggs. So just gonna stir these 3 ingredients together. Ooh, this cookie dough mix smells good. Or chocolate chip mix smells good. I'm just gonna use a cookie scoop and start with 2 scoops in each one. The batter is super runny. I'm like trying not to drip it everywhere. That batter did 12. I did fill them a little bit more than just the 2 scoops. I kind of went back over and tried to make them as even as possible. Got a few drips going on, but my oven is ready at 350. I'm gonna put these in for 15 minutes. All right, you guys, I stopped my timer. It's only been 4 minutes. It's been 4 minutes. Timer says 11 minutes. So I paused it. I forgot to top these with chocolate chips. I remembered as I was putting my bags into this container, which I totally could have grabbed a smaller container, but that's okay. So, and this is just extra. I'm just gonna add a bit to the tops here, and then I'll put them back in for 11 minutes. and see if they're done. I think I already mentioned it with my egg muffins, but my oven, I don't know. It's just whenever I'm following a recipe, it always takes longer. And we've tried, Mark loves gadgets for one, so we try all sorts of stuff, electronical stuff, kitchen gadgets, you know, home gadgets, all the things. But he bought a little thermometer to see how well our oven worked, and it works fine. Like the temperature is reading what it's supposed to be, so I don't know. But all right, putting these back in. Chocolate chip banana protein muffins, I guess is what we're gonna call these, are done. I did put them in for an extra 5 minutes. I feel like that's pretty much the norm with my oven. So got those completely cooked through. And if the kids, I'm sure they'll try one before I'm done meal prepping, but I'll let you know what they think of those. Mainly Bryce, he's the one that loves muffins of pretty much any kind. So I'm sure he will grab one or two today, but I'm actually gonna pause on the rest of my meal planning. I need to get some office work done. All right, and that is it, you guys. I got some of the breakfast stuff done, and that's as far as I got. This was a couple weeks ago now. I got sick, came down with some kind of like quick bug, and was never able to finish out the meal prep. I made a couple of the other recipes that I had on plan just throughout the week. And then all the desserts, the cookies, we are so close. I have not made those yet. And we're so close to going out of town for a little bit for spring break that I think I'm gonna save those. We're like driving, we're not flying or anything like that. So I think I'm gonna save those cookie recipes to make when we go out of town, so we can take them with us, and we're going with some other family members and stuff like that. That way they can all enjoy them, since I have 3 different recipes that the kids want me to make. So I hope you guys enjoyed more of this breakfast themed meal prep. We've got some overnight oats done. We got the banana muffins and the egg muffin cups. Oh, and those banana muffins, they're gone. The kids ate them. However, Bryce did say that they had a very strong banana taste. So I will try those again. I'll make the different versions of the Kodiak cakes that I have, but I think I will down the amount of bananas from 3 to 2. And that way it's not as strong of a banana taste. And we'll see what Bryce thinks after that. He's the main like muffin guy in the house. So I hope you guys enjoyed this meal prep. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. I also hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.